Imagine a world where the boundaries of reality blur, where secrets are hidden in the deepest shadows, and where one man's testimony could change everything we thought we knew about our existence. Hi, I'm Oddity Jane. I love anything mysterious and considered weird, so let's talk about the weird and mysterious stuff together. Today, we're going to take a look at the fascinating and very compelling claims made by a really brave man named Emery Smith. He's a whistleblower whose stories have captivated many imaginations and terrified many others. Emery Smith, a former Air Force medic, claims to have worked on highly classified projects involving extraterrestrial technology and biology. He talks about hybridization programs, technology that far surpasses anything the mainstream world could begin to imagine. And he details direct experiences he's had with the kind of phenomena that we could only dream of experiencing. And Emery Smith has had a number of attempts upon his life trying to silence these claims that he's making. So I want to explore some of his most astonishing assertions with you, and I invite you to consider the extraordinary possibilities that lie just beyond the veil of what we think we know. We're going to journey through secret underground labs, we're going to go through alien autopsies and interstellar technologies, and a whole bunch of other claims that challenge the very fabric of what we understand. And so, like any good story, our journey into Emery Smith's unprecedented allegations begin beneath the surface of the Earth, in a secret underground facility where Smith says he was employed. According to Smith, these hidden laboratories are the epicenters of groundbreaking and highly classified research. He describes vast, sprawling complexes equipped with advanced technology far beyond anything publicly acknowledged. In fact, if you've ever seen the first Resident Evil movie, where you see a map of the Umbrella Corporation's underground facility, Smith claims that the facility he worked in bore a startling resemblance to that. So complete with all of the wild futuristic technology. And within those clandestine corridors, Smith claims to have witnessed experiments and operations that defy our conventional explanation. To really understand Emery Smith's journey, we need to go back and take a look at the timeline of his work and his claims. So Smith's career began as a medic in the United States Air Force, where he served with a distinction. After his military service, he was recruited into various highly classified projects where he alleges he worked from the early 1990s to the mid-2000s. These projects were conducted in secret underground facilities like our Umbrella Corporation, and often hidden in remote areas, completely hidden from public scrutiny. Smith's initial assignments were relatively mundane by comparison. However, as he proved his capabilities and his ability to keep quiet about the kinds of things he was working on, he was gradually introduced to more sensitive and secretive projects. By the late 1990s, Smith claims to have been deeply involved in programs that dealt with extraterrestrial biological entities and their technology. One of his most startling assertions is the existence of extensive biotechnological research directly involving extraterrestrial beings, aliens. Smith recounts performing over 3,000 medical extractions on tissue that may have been aliened or cloned. He's not sure on the distinction. But later on in his journey, he would be granted the opportunity to conduct autopsies on a few full bodies that were unlike anything human. The kinds of beings that were, by definition, completely alien to everything that we know. These beings are not simply figments of some sci-fi movie, according to Smith's claims. Not at all. He says they're real entities with diverse anatomies from completely unknown origins. Smith actually recounts the very first time he laid eyes on an extraterrestrial being and the shock and the awe that he felt as seeing something so otherworldly yet undeniably real. These beings, according to Smith, come in various forms. Some are humanoid, some are completely alien in appearance. I mean, imagine conducting an autopsy and uncovering organs and biological systems unlike anything seen on Earth, with each extraction revealing more about the diversity of life in this universe. Talk about mind-blowing. Smith also describes the environment of these underground umbrella corporation-like facilities. He talks about the sterile, high-tech labs filled with equipment far surpassing mainstream technology at the time. And even today, decades later, one of the most intriguing pieces of technology Smith claims to have used was this clear screen tablet. This device, which he used for much of his work at the underground facility, was essentially a transparent touchscreen tablet that displayed information and data, and it kind of looked like a clear piece of plastic. I mean, this is the early 90s we're talking about. Normal bulky tablets didn't come out for years, and we still don't have anything like that. Smith talks about how his tablet was capable of displaying detailed holographic images and complex data sets. This clear screen tablet symbolizes the kind of technological wonders hidden from public view, suggesting that our current technology really is far behind what is actually possible. And one can only assume that this is a method of controlling the masses by making sure mainstream people like you and me don't have access to the kind of technology possessed by military industrial complexes. But back to Emery Smith. His clear tablet allowed for real-time analysis and visualization of complex biological samples. So imagine being able to manipulate 3D images with touch, zooming in on cellular structures or rotating an entire organ to examine it from every angle. This tech was essential for the detailed work that Smith claims he conducted on extraterrestrial biological specimens. These underground facilities were also equipped with super advanced security measures, as you can imagine. Smith describes retina scans and biometric sensors and constant surveillance so that only authorized personnel could access the most sensitive areas. The level of secrecy was extreme, with many employees working compartmentalized roles, completely unaware of the full scope of the projects that they were a part of. But Smith's experiences in these underground labs weren't limited to just biological research. He claims to have been involved in various projects that aimed to understand and even reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology. These efforts included studying propulsion systems and various energy sources and materials with properties that defy our own laws of physics and our current understanding scientifically. In fact, Smith's accounts suggest that our own meager technological advancements may be more intertwined with extraterrestrial influence than we've ever even realized, which matches up with a variety of other claims we've all heard. Smith even claims to have knowledge of devices that are capable of manipulating time and space. He talks about devices that could heal injuries instantly. And back to the topic of power generation, Smith describes a device capable of generating limitless energy. He refers to this as zero-point energy device, which taps into the quantum vacuum of space itself. Smith details the intricacies of this technology, explaining how it harnesses fluctuations in the quantum field to produce enormous amounts of energy. And that propulsion system we mentioned, unlike conventional rockets that rely on chemical propulsion, this system uses principles of anti-gravity and space-time manipulation. Smith describes seeing a craft that could hover silently, accelerate instantly, and perform maneuvers that would be impossible with our current human technology. These craft that he asserts are real are capable of interstellar travel, suggesting what we've long suspected to be true, that extraterrestrial civilizations possess a deep understanding of the universe's physical laws. So, if all of these astonishing technologies exist, why are they kept hidden from the public? Well, Smith suggests that the secrecy is maintained due to the profound implications these technologies could have on society, the economy, and power structures. So basically power and control. But what makes Smith's claims even more compelling are the alleged attempts on his life. and the threats he's faced ever since coming forward with his story. Smith asserts that his life has been in danger multiple times, with various incidents that he believes were orchestrated to silence him. He recounts several terrifying experiences that have left him convinced that powerful forces are working to keep these secrets hidden. One incident involved a car accident that he only just survived. His vehicle was forced off the road by an unknown assailant, causing a crash that left him severely injured. Smith believes that this was a deliberate attempt to end his life and to silence his revelations. In another instance, Smith speaks of a home invasion where armed men broke into his residence and ransacked his house and ransacked all of his belongings and left a clear message of intimidation behind. But despite the trauma, Smith remains undeterred in his mission to bring these secrets to light. He views these attacks as evidence of the lengths to which some will go to protect these hidden truths. And as if that wasn't enough, Smith also describes the psychological tactics used against him. He mentions being followed, receiving threatening messages, and experiencing unexplained disruptions in his life. These efforts, he believes, are part of a coordinated campaign to discredit him and discourage others from speaking out. But despite the dangers, Smith continues to share his experiences, driven by belief in the importance of transparency and the benefits this kind of technology and knowledge could bring to humanity, could bring to us. He argues very wisely that the knowledge he possesses could lead to significant advancements in medicine, energy, transportation, and potentially solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. So as we draw this video to a close, as always with these kinds of topics, we're left with more questions than we are answers. Like, why? Why are extraterrestrials visiting us? Why are we covering it up? There are so many more whys. And whether you choose to believe Emery Smith's claims or not, they do challenge us to consider possibilities that lie beyond the ordinary. What if the secrets he unveils are only the tip of the iceberg of knowledge that's out there, hidden from us? But in the end, it's not about believing or disbelieving. It's about opening our minds to the vast expanse of potential that lies out there. So as you go about your day, let your imagination wander. Consider the impossible. And as ever, let us continue to seek the truth, question the narratives that are presented to us, and strive for a deeper understanding of the mysteries that surround us. And thanks for watching this far. Wow, thanks so much for sticking around with me. If you like this sort of stuff, hit subscribe. And let's continue this conversation in the comments section below. I can't wait to read your thoughts and to hear about your insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.